Hello friends, happy Thursday. My name is Janna and welcome to my channel. So I had to get on the bandwagon with Summerween. I do like Halloween stuff and I know a lot of people don't like Halloween. So maybe you can just take what I'm doing today and substitute for images that you like and just don't do Halloween. Okay? So I have a little haul here from scrapbook.com that I'm going to show you real quick because I'm using some of these products in the card that I'm doing today. So here is what I ordered, and I think that this, I can't remember if I ordered this separately or if this was part of a little combined package of things, this paper. But I did like the colors in it. It's called Vacation and it's cardstock. You get 5 sheets of each color, and I'm just going to flip through them. I think this color's like perfect for sand, and I should have pulled it out. I am going to be doing some sand today, and isn't that pink gorgeous? I think it's so pretty. And there's kind of a gold or ember kind of color and more of a peachy orange, kind of a minty or aqua type green, and then more of a, what would you call that color? Teal, I guess, sort of a dusty teal color. Okay, and then this was my freebie on the day that I ordered. It's one of scrapbook.com's stamp sets. It's called Spooky Treat, and it's a fun little ghosty ice cream cone, and there's these other elements here sending you a spooky treat. That would be really cute to make a little like gift card and put it with a you know, like a 3x3 gift card and put it with a coffee card or something like that. Cute. All right, and then, so I had Summerween on the brain when I ordered this stuff, and I think that, you know, they do their YouTube videos, and I think they probably enabled me a little bit. I'm sure I was watching, and that's where I saw some of this stuff. I'm going to be using this image today. This is a Hero Art stamp set called Ghoul Thang, and it's got this one on a wave, which I think is so funny, and we live at the coast, so I'm thinking I am going to do that. Now, I think this one would be really cute to put on a card that this image moves, you know, with one of those, what do you call that, slot? You make the slot, and so it slides. That's what I have on my brain for this image. And then this one would be really cute to do the same thing. You've got 3 of them, look, with their specs on and in a car. So yeah, Ghoul Thing. This one here is a scrapbook.com. All the rest of these that I'm going to show you are scrapbook.com. This one's called Sweet Boo. This one's not specific to Summerween, but I just thought it was really cute, and I really liked some of the sayings in here. Have a beautiful day. And this little ghosty here can be holding whatever you want it to hold. So I really liked that. But yeah, I like this set. Sweet Boo. And I got the coordinating dies to go with it. This set is called Happy Summerween, and I really love the sayings in here. You have Happy Summerween, Boo from the Beach, which is perfect for where I live, Fabulous, Sweet Treats and Sandy Feet, Have a Beautiful Day. Beautiful days are brewing, just waiting for spooky time, and ghouls just want to have sun. Okay, and so then there's 2 different little bats in here. I always call this stuff magic. Some magic and some little ghouls here, and Skelly floating on the float. with his or her heart-shaped sunglasses. I used this image in a card that I made yesterday that I will show you when I'm done today. And I did get the shape dies to go along with that. And you've also got a cute little flamingo witch there. And then I got these because I loved all the different waves. I really loved the sort of foam or bubble die there, and more, just lots of waves. So this is called Coastal Borders. So this die set could be used for anything that you are doing with water that you want to create, like something that has waves or sand. Very cool. And then I got this beach vacation die set. So it's got 22 pieces in here. Let me flip it over because this shows you exactly what you get. You get the elements to make the sun, all the little different elements to make a beach ball, 2 different palm trees, a beach umbrella, a hammock chair there, and the little doodah there to make the sand. Excuse me. So some fun beachy things along with the Halloween and Summerween. So I'm going to use this set. So I want to have it available here and this one. So I think what I'll do first is stamp my little ghosty here. That's chilling in the sun. So cute. Hi Patty and hi Danita. Okay, so let me grab my little piece of white. I am going to use some Spectrum Noir alcohol marker friendly cardstock to stamp my image onto. And I'm going to ink it up with Memento Tuxedo Black. Oopsie. And that's after I pick it up off the floor where I just dropped it. All right. Where'd it go? Oh, okay. It's like clear back there. Let me get my handy dandy I'll get it. Don't you worry. I will get it. Ta-da! Found it. Hee. Okay, let's get started. Now, I have not inked this up and used it yet, so I'm probably going to have to ink it up more than once, but we'll see. Pretty sure. Yeah, these photopolymer stamps always have a little bit of some sort of film from being manufactured that goes away after you've used it once or twice. Or usually if I have it on a block, I'll just twist it onto my paper and that takes care of it. Okay, that looks good. Alrighty. So I pulled out colors that I wanted to use. Where's my package here? Let me put this away. And I've got them ready here. To color with. So these are Stampin' Up! Blends, which are alcohol markers, and I am starting not with that color. Where's my other blue? There it is. Okay, I'm starting with Balmy Blue, the light and the dark. And I'm going to do this little umbrella. Do I need to go in a little bit? Okay. So I'm just doing the dark. I mean, it's such a small image, but you know, I still want to do a little bit of shading on it. There, I'm going to do that. And then we'll just fill in with the light. I love doing Halloween stuff. So when I started seeing things pop up for Summerween, I thought, oh, that's perfect, because a lot of times we kind of skip over in the summer even and start doing stuff for Christmas. And I thought, this is perfect. This gives me the opportunity to do some Halloween stuff now, so that if I get carried away and I'm wrapped up into doing Christmas, which I'm hoping that I don't do, I just still want to be able to play with all my fun Halloween stamps and things that I have. Okay, I know I'm going to be using those colors again. And then I've got, oh, the yellow I used was was Lemon Lolly, the light and dark. And then I've got the light and dark Bubble Bath. I know the beach theme is just up my alley, and I thought these things were so cute. So when they were showing them on scrapbook.com's video, it's like, oh man, you guys got me. Ooh, I just love this pink Bubble Bath. And these pastel colors I thought were perfect for Summerween. Summerween to me is, you know, Halloween with summer colors or whatever. But some of the Summerween stuff I've seen is just still typical Halloween, which is fine. But like, obviously this ghostie is on vacation or just simply enjoying the beach where it haunts. Okay, I think I will do the end in this color. This is dark, yeah, dark crumb cake. All right, and then let me just do my little ghostie, because we're leaving, I'm going to say it's a him. We're leaving him white, but I like to take my light pool party and just kind of outline. Just because that's what I like to do. And we're going to leave the book white also. I don't know, that's the way that that it was colored up on the back of the package, and I just kind of liked it. But I think I'll just do the same thing here. Okay, so there's that. And then our little pumpkin. He's got a little pumpkin, not daiquiri. What do you call those things? Those icy fancy drinks. I'm using peach pie to color it with. Margarita. That's what I was trying to think of. So yeah, he's got a, maybe it is a daiquiri. Well, I don't know. His fancy drink anyway in a little pumpkin glass. So cute. Okay, so there's all that, and then the little lounge chair is going to be the pink and yellow colors. So we'll start with yellow. Lilo. Let's see here. And we'll do every other one. And keep it going here. Come on, there we go. I didn't buy the dies for this set. I'm not sure why I didn't. Or did I? Oh yes, I did buy the dies for this set, but it doesn't, it leaves the white in there. I guess I could use the dies. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think upon it and decide what I want to do. Okay, now the pink. Let's see, I guess I don't really need to worry about shading it. These stripes are so tiny, it's almost impossible to shade. Okay, there we are. So cute. I guess with all that pink, it could be a girl, but I'm saying it's a boy. Boy. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it out real quick because I don't want this part here left in there. Of course, there's the spider. Oh dear. Let me look at the die. Where is it? Or no. No, I didn't. I didn't get the die set. So it doesn't matter because I didn't get it. What are we even worrying about it for? Okay. Anyway, I just wanted the umbrella to not be attached. I will leave ever so slightly a little tiny border around, not much of one at all, because of how I'm doing my card. I just didn't want a big white border. But I've got to leave just a tiny one because we've got this little spider and it's dangling from, you know, its little thread of a web. So if I don't leave a little bit of a border, it would be impossible, pretty much, for me anyway, to cut it out. So we're just going to do this, and it will be okay. I wish I could have some scary Halloween music playing in the background. I'm scared to play any music because then there's only certain things you can use or play because all the, you know, music's copyrighted, and then you get an infringement from YouTube, and I don't want that. And then they'll take your video down, and I certainly don't want that. So it's just safer to not have any music playing in the background for me. They have specific music, like if you do a video and you edit it and speed it up or whatever, you know, I don't edit my videos because, well, I don't want to take the time to, so that's why I prefer to do the live ones, really, because they automatically upload when you're done. But anyway, if you do those like shorter videos and you're making something and speed it up and play music, they have the music already for you. You just choose what you want. Kind of like on Instagram, you can add music to your videos there, and they have a humongous list to choose from. Okay, so let me see here. I need to go on up here. And there was a little tiny bit right here I wanted to get rid of. If I can do it, I don't want to cut any of Spidey's legs off. Can I do it? I don't know, but I'll try. Okay. I think I got it. And then this should be fairly simple. Sorry for the boring part of watching me fussy cut. Sometimes I don't mind it, but most of the time it's not my thing. I don't love it, that's for sure. And that is why I buy dies and why I bought my scan and cut. I would just prefer to do that. Now, cutting things out of magazines and stuff like that, to me is so much easier because the paper's so thin. Your scissors just practically glide through it. And it just always seems that for some reason I enjoy doing, but maybe also because I'm usually doing that while I'm watching something on TV. But it just seems so much easier for whatever reason to cut stuff out of magazines. Okay, so there we have it. Those are ready to go. Hopefully that is the only boring part of my video. Okay, so now then, what's next? I've got all these parts and pieces. I'm gonna do this part next. So I have this. I got this from these papers. If you saw my last week's video, I used these papers. They're called Scenic Coast, and they are Stampin' Up! Papers. And so you've got all these wonderful sunset pictures in here. And I pulled some other papers that I had when I was thinking about doing this that were Stampin' Up! Papers, because they have a lot of these like ones that are scene pictures. Like this was the one from the duck set, you know, and well, none of them just seemed quite right. So anyway, I ended up going with this. It started out as 6x6 and I cut it down to, what did I cut it down to? I think 4 by 5 1/4, but let me measure it real quick. Yes, 4 by 5 1/4. Then I cut a black layer just a little bit bigger, and then I've got my card base. So this is a piece of something sand, Sahara sand, that I think this is a color Stampin' Up! Doesn't do anymore. But I'm going to die cut this with one of these rectangles. These are deckled rectangles. I don't know that they sell these anymore either, so you might have it in your stash, or you can just leave it with a straight edge, or if you want it to be a bumpy edge, a deckled edge like I'm going to do, you can just use your scissors to do it. You don't have to have a die. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so I'm going to use the largest die. And what I am going to do is, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to make some sand. And I want the edges to be the same. And it would be almost impossible to try to make that happen if I cut my scene paper and my sand separately. So I thought I had this brilliant idea that I would just do this all at one time. So let me put that to hold my papers, and then let me get... Hi, Sue. Thanks, you guys. Yes, Patty, the Stampin' Up! Blends come sold as a set, each color with a light and dark, which makes it so easy to color with. And I have Copic markers. I like them. I don't have a great abundance of them, but I do have Copic markers. I also have, which at the time was pretty much the complete set of Spectrum Noir alcohol markers, but the ones I'm always playing with are my Stampin' Up! Blends, just because I really like the tips on them. They're just easy to use, and I guess that's pretty much why I like them. Okay, I'm going to run this through my cutting machine, and I'll be right back. The one downside about the blends, though, is that there's not refills. So, you know, when you run out, you just have to buy a new set, and you can't buy them individually. So I guess there's two things that could potentially bug you about them. You know, that you have to buy both. You can't just buy one. I tore my paper, or peeled it, or whatever you want to say. Okay, so there's that, and then these two pieces go together. All right, so what I'm gonna do is make a bit of a sandy beach, and I'm going to, let's see, where do I want to start? I guess I'll start just right down here, and I'm going to tear my paper. Because I just want to make a bit of a sandy beach. Okay, I'll make this one a little bit thicker, and I'm tearing towards me because I want the feathered side of my paper to show. If you don't want the feathered side, then you would use, you know, like the top piece here, but you can tear away from you, and then you get the unfeathered. Okay, we're gonna layer. And maybe this won't work because, you know, it's still not going to work, is it? Because well, if I need to just trim some off the sides because I'm layering them over the top of each other. Maybe I'll just do those two pieces and then it won't be so bad. Okay, I'm just going to do those two pieces. All right, so I need to figure out, well, I'm just going to have to put adhesive on here to start with, and then we'll go from there. My idea wasn't as brilliant as I thought it was, but it's going to work anyway. It's going to be okay. All right, I think I've got this too close because I kind of zoomed in when I was coloring. So there. All right, so let me put this piece back where it needs to be. Is that right? No, this is the way. And then I can bring this piece in to make sure I've got it slid underneath. Okay, let's just go like right about there. And scoot this over. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to trim some off of the sides a little bit. Let's see if this covers that up because nope, it's got to scooch down a little bit more. You guys are probably thinking, what is she doing? Okay, now let's see if this will go over the top. Yep, I think we're cooking with oil now. Okay, so I can go ahead and push that down. And let's get some glue on here. And I can line these right up, this one right up with the one underneath, because it's exactly the same. And it's going to go on black, so yeah, I need to mess with it. I need to mess with it. Okay, so what I am going to do is just do this and just trim this off to match the top. And I don't know if there's any on the other side I even need to worry about. Maybe just one little tiny bit right here. Okay. There we go. And that's our sand, except you know what? I want to, is there color on there? Where is my Sahara sand? Here it is. I should have done this before I stuck it on my card, but it's not going to show, so it'll be okay. Just going to do this a little bit. Pounce it on there. Just pouncy, pouncy. Give it a little bit of texture so that it looks more like sand. Oh, I love it. Can you see? Okie dokie. So now we've got our sand and water and sky. Alrighty then. That's going to go on there. So I've cut out, because this is going to be kind of silhouette type thing. Like last week I did the silhouette card, right? So this is going to come over here. So I think what I am going to do is go ahead and get this adhered down to my black layer. And like I said, if you don't like Halloween, just use some other kind of image. You could use a critter in a lounge chair or something. Something fun. And I don't think these kind of cards are just for kids either, because I would love it if somebody sent me this card. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is put my tree together. Let me put a little bit of glue here. And let me just bring this over here so I can, so I want to do it like that. Let me just do that. And then, well, I guess give it time to dry, Janna. Good grief. Okay, I just get excited. Let's just let that sit there for a second. And while it's sitting there, do I want to do something in here? Yes, I do. Okay, so I've got a strip to decorate like I do, but I want to stamp, where's the happy, here it is, Happy Summerween. I don't want to lose any of my parts and pieces, so let me just stick them inside there. Let me move this out of the way. Okie dokie. You never have enough room. Okay. So I just have a piece of like vanilla cardstock here. So I guess I need to turn it this way. And I want Happy Summerween. Happy Summerween. So I have a card to show you. It's not this card because I haven't made this card yet, or one like it. I just had the idea of what I wanted to do and got everything together to do it. Does that look straight? Not particularly. Okay. All right, so let me get my black ink again. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just inking the stamp up if it's off the screen. I don't like to squish down too firmly on these stamps because then it just kind of makes them squish out, if you know what I'm saying. I just like to be gentle with it. Okie dokie. All right, now there are two little bats in here. And I could use the platform here to do this, but I'm just going to use a block. All right, guess I could leave it in here and then I would at least have some cushion under there. Okay. Now then, let me just bring these colors back over. And what colors do I want to do? Happy Summerween. Maybe I will do... I'm going to do the peach and the yellow. I don't have to color these in, but I think they're just cuter colored in. They remind me of little balloon letters. And since it's not, the two words aren't connected, you could always use the happy that's like this with maybe just a different font of a birthday stamp. You know, that would be cute. Not on this particular card so much, but I'm just saying. Okay, so that was the peach pie, and then this is the dark lemon lolly. So I'm just going to do Summerween in this color. So it's yellow like the sun. And most days around here, I couldn't tell you what color the sun is because I don't see it. Yesterday was the weirdest weather here. It was so weird. I did a little short video that I posted on it because it thundered all day long, and we would have sun with some clouds, but still sunny sky, and the thunder was still rolling. It's like, okay, that's just weird. We had just a little tiny bit of rain. I think I saw 2 flashes of lightning during the whole entire day, but it thundered all day till really late in the afternoon, maybe like 4 o'clock or so. Okay, so there we have that. And then where'd my little strip? Here it is. Just for a little something something on the inside. I think I'll put it all the way to the bottom. Alrighty, there's the inside. Let's bring this back over and I will go ahead and get this stuck on the inside. Now, this gorgeous color here is Strawberry Slush. And this is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch size card. I would kind of like to do some 5 by 7 cards, and I think I have some packages of 5 by 7 cards that have the envelopes, so I should probably get those out and use them. I prefer this size when I'm cutting my card bases out of cardstock, because then you get exactly 2 cards out of one piece of cardstock. When you're doing a 5 by 7, you are going to have scrap pieces left over. Okay, there's the inside. That's kind of pretty and cheerful, I would say. Okay, let's do the fun part now. Let me get this put on. Do I want to put it on yet? I kind of wanted to stamp some more bats, but I'm not sure. Okay, they could go over here. Let me pull one of them off, because it's Summerween. We need bats, not seagulls. Okay, so he's going to be going over here. I don't want to interfere with, so I'm safe up here in the sky. Okay, put, okay, I'm going to go down a little bit lower because I think I still want to stamp a greeting. Okay, there's that bat. And this one. If I'm going to stamp a greeting on it, I think I better put it back in my MISTI. Just do it. Commit to where you're going to put it and do it. Okay, so there's my little bats. Oh, it kind of gives that spooky style, spooky sky look with those colors. I just think this is so much fun. All right. Okay, so there's that. And then let me bring this back over, because now that I've got all that done, I don't want to mess anything up. That would not be good. All right, let me put this in here. Okay, and then I wanted to do Boo from the Beach. I think it's perfect. And I'm not going to put it over there because the palm tree is going to be over there. Boo from the Beach. I love it. Okay. All right. Cross your fingers and toes. I cannot make a mistake. It could be fixed if I do, but I don't want to make a mistake. I want it to turn out just right. Okay, let's see. There's some ink on there. bottom of the bee just needs a little more ink, so let me just try it one more time. Trying to be very gentle. Yay! Okay. Let's put this black ink up before I do something silly. And where's my thingy? Where is it? It can't have walked away. Oh, it's right where it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, there's that. Let me wipe my fingers off. Okay, let me get this put away. And get this off. Boo from the beach. All right. Bring this back over, and this, and this. Okay. We just have a little skinny border of that strawberry slush showing. There we go. Okay, now bring my palm tree back. Oh, too cute. All right, so let me get some dimensionals on here. Oh, here's a big piece I pulled off of one of the others. Can I squeeze it in there? There we go. I should be using my black ones. That would make more sense. Not that they're gonna show, but you know. Okay, so let's get a pokey tool. I just want, I might have to cut these in half. I don't need much, just a couple of them. Come on. And we'll just put this last little one here. Scooch over there. I don't want it showing. There we go. Okay. All right, I don't see any of them. it kind of looks like a postcard. So cute. All right, so now, all right, let's see what I have got here. I've got lots of scrappy pieces. I just need a couple. And let's see, this is going to go like that. And did I pull them off? No, I didn't. I love the spider hanging down. Okay, and then he's gonna go there. This is just too much fun. Too much fun. All right. We'll put one there and a little bit of glue down here on the legs. And that should be plenty. Let's see. So cute. Okay, then I have got a, where is it? This one? Glaze. This is a glaze pen by Sakura. And I'm just going to do the, I can't see because when I put my hand there, it creates a shadow. It just glazes like our thick glaze works, but it's light and it dries really fast. So I just wanted to make the sunglasses shiny. Okay, the second lens turned out a little better than the first lens, and I'm trying to fix that. Okay. I don't know. Let me run it on here a little bit. Oh, I see what the problem is. It's just picking up a little bit of the ink. And probably the fact that I am not holding it straight up and down. I don't know. My second lens did so much better than this one is. And maybe I was pushing down too hard. There, that's better. Okie dokie. Now he'll have shiny sunglasses. Boo from the beach. I love it. Happy Summerween. Too fun. Okay, so here is the other one that I made yesterday. And that Skelly came from this Happy Summerween set. So there he is. And I was going to put a palm tree on this one too, but I stamped my greeting and I didn't leave enough room to put the palm tree. But it wouldn't have worked out right anyway because I don't have beach down here. So it just wouldn't have worked out right because I used a different scene picture there. Just waiting for spooky time. Happy Summerween. And I did that glaze. I don't know if you can see it on the sunglasses there also. So, too cute. Okay, those were just super fun to make. And now we are starting a new book for story time. I'm pretty sure I haven't read this one yet. I got this one, I think during the same trip where I got the last one we read, plus one or two other ones. This one's called You're the Best. If I read this, leave me and you're in the chat, let me know, but I'm pretty positive I didn't. So it's all little cute quotes in here. I'll read the introduction so we know what's going on. Do what you know best, says Ignace Bernstein. If you're a runner, run. If you're a bell, ring. As you jump into the adventure of becoming you and the discovery of your own unique talents, why not do a little eavesdropping on those who've journeyed before you? Here, achievers from all walks of life, artists, writers, philosophers, politicians, and more, share insights and hard-won wisdom from the road less traveled. This inspiring little volume rings with truth, the kind only the real world can teach. Excuse me. Let it help you expand your own vision, honor your capabilities, and celebrate your achievements. So we'll just read a few of them. Be yourself. Who else is better qualified? I'm not going to read the people whose quotes they are because most of the time I mess their names up. Do what you know best. If you're a runner, run. If you're a bell, ring. If you do the best you can, you will find 9 times out of 10 that you have done as well or better than anyone else. The greatest good you can do for another is not just to share your riches, but to reveal to him his own. That's true. I mean, a lot of times, you know, you might not think you have this, that, or the other, whether it's just being able to create something or achieve something, but when you point it out to them and say, hey, look, you're really good at this, or you can do that really well, you know, doesn't hurt to tell people that. The roots of true achievement lie in the will to become the best that you can become. The man who has confidence in himself gains the confidence of others. Okay, we'll just do those for this time. Thanks for being here with me today, and I hope you have enjoyed seeing these little Summerween cards. And like I said, if Halloween's not your thing, don't put bats, put birds, put something else here on the beach, and then it's not a Summerween card anymore, you know? But I like Halloween things. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed making these little cards. All right, you guys have a fabulous weekend ahead, and hope you get to do something crafty. And I'll just see you in my next video. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye-bye. Oh, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks. Bye-bye.